Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jake. I'm a full-time couch flipper down here in Tampa, Florida, and essentially what I do is I buy couches below market value and sell them at market value. I know it's been over a week since the last time I've uploaded a video. I have been extremely busy, still working. However, I have had a lot of family members visiting out of state here in Florida since it's spring break. So I've done a lot more touristy stuff, been to the beaches a lot more than I normally am, the zoos, etc. So haven't given the business as much attention as I wish. However, sales are still doing really well. And since now that I am doing payouts for myself every 2 weeks, I'll go over what I've bought and what I've sold every 2 weeks as well. So it won't be a weekly thing like I have been doing. So my every 2 weeks, the first video of the week, I'll go over my total sales for the 2 weeks, total units, and total profits. So right now, I just kind of wanted to go over. I've had a lot of really interesting pickups and deliveries. One I think was the scariest that I've had to deal with, and kind of glad it's over. It all worked out, and let's get into that story first. So the other day, I picked up an American Signature sectional. I think it was like a tannish green. I'll post the picture right here for you. I'm pretty sure I got it for within like $150 to $175. Don't quote me on that. I'll check when we go over everything. I'll put it in there. But I got a really good deal on this couch. I thought it was supposed to be tan, and I really wasn't too worried about it. I did have to clean the cushions and vacuum all. There was like cat hair and stuff on it. But all in all, the couch was in phenomenal shape. But to me, it looked like the couch was like sat outside and people just mowed the lawn around it and all the grass got onto it. And it kind of looked like a tannish, greenish type of a weird couch. Anyways, so it took like a day or two to sell because I think the color was just a little bit weird, but it was obviously supposed to be that way. So we posted it, and a day or two later, one guy reached out, and he lived in a apartment building, second floor, and he wanted us to deliver, pay full price, and I think he gave us like $25 for gas, and it really wasn't even that far. And it was funny too because we actually had to go to that town for another couch that we had. We actually had to sew a zipper on. One of the zippers broke, and my wife had to sew it on. So we had to go to Joann Fabrics right down the road from this guy's delivery anyways that night. But we did still offer or ask for gas money, and they were happy to oblige. So anyways, we take it, we load up this couch. It was me, Tyler, and Tiffany, my wife. We went all the way to, we went to Brandon, which is like 30 minutes north of where I live. And we take it to this apartment building, which we've actually sold another couch within the, I think, an apartment building right across the street. So we've been in this area before. And you would think, I just want to preface this, apartment buildings, people move in and out of every single day. So what I really don't understand why they make it so difficult to put in furniture and everything. So at this apartment building, it was a small door, which is whatever, like we're used to small doors. And then right when you walk in, there's a freaking wall right there. So it was like walk in, wall, and then you turn right, and then there was a freaking the island or whatever for the kitchen. So like it was like narrow, like you had nowhere to go. I didn't know any of this, of course. There was 3 guys, myself and my wife, that were there, and so we picked up the small portion of the sectional, and I helped them up the stairs, and we had a little bit of a hard time getting the small into the area. So I was just thinking in the back of my head, I'm like, there's no way we're gonna get the long part of this sectional through this area. And I did mention that. I was like, that was hard for this small one. We have a bigger one out there. It's gonna be pretty rough. And so we tried. It didn't work. My wife was in the car still with Tyler, my son, and we're like trying. We tried it one way. We flipped it this way. We flipped it up and flipped it around. I mean, we took this couch and we put it in like 100 different directions. And I couldn't take off the legs were like this long, and they were like made into them, and you couldn't take them off. So that was really frustrating, and we were only off by like this much to get it in and over. So we're like, there's no way. And I was like, well, Tiffany's smart. She has like an engineer mind. So I was like, let me have her take a look at this. Maybe she's seeing something that we're not seeing. So she comes up, and then she wanted to redirect a few things, which we've already tried, but we tried again. It did not work. So she was like, well, we can put it up and over your balcony. And like I said, they're on the second floor. and we're like, that's kind of dangerous, but we have no other way. And they weren't like, and we did kind of scuff up this couch just a little bit, but they were really cool about it, and obviously it wasn't our fault or their fault. So we're like, all right, well, we have no other option. Obviously, we cannot get it through this door because of that freaking wall. So apartment builders, I don't know why you make it difficult to people who move in and out apartments every single day. It's so difficult. So anyways, we take the couch back down the stairs, and then we actually took the ratchet straps that we used to put it in the truck. We tied it around the couch long ways, so the two tallest guys, which was myself and one of the other guys there, I think he was the owner of the apartment, or renting from this apartment, so he actually was the one who bought the couch. Me and him were on the bottom. My wife and two other guys were on top on the balcony, and we were just, because with all the cushions and stuff off, it really wasn't that heavy, and it was long, and the way that their apartment was, it wasn't that high either, but it was still like, holy crap, right? So my son's still in the truck, which I'm right next to, so he was fine. He was on his iPad, and so we lift up this couch as high as we could up over our heads, and they grabbed like the little strap, and they were like picking up this couch, and we're still kind of like on our tiptoes trying to get it, and everything was all fun and games and like cool until we could not hold the couch anymore because it was past our reach. And so when we were looking up, and all you could see is like this couch, and to us this couch is just like floating in the air, and we're both like, oh, should we go here, should we go, like we were all like, please don't drop it, like if it falls it's gonna bounce off us and like hit car. It was the scariest moment. It was like a 25-second moment where we were just like bracing ourselves for impact, but luckily they were able to put it, get a hold of it, bring it in, and they brought it in through the balcony. So like I said, I don't understand why apartment complexes make it so difficult to move furniture in and out. You got mattresses, you got dressers, you got end tables, you got big TVs, you got couches, you even got like appliances like stoves and refrigerator. Like, why make it so hard to move in and out of? I don't understand. But anyways, that happened to us last night, and it was very scary. But they were happy. We were happy. They just kept on saying, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, because it did take us like an extra 30 minutes trying to figure out this one piece to get into their apartment. But anyways, it all worked out. They gave us some water. They were so grateful. They were still texting us as we were going to Joann Fabrics. They were still, oh my God, thank you so much. It fits perfectly. So they were really excited about that. But yeah, so that was probably the most, like, I've had some pretty like annoying circumstances, but that one was not only annoying because it couldn't get in, but it was scary because once we let go of the couch, like, it wasn't in our hands anymore, and it was actually really scary. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys that quick background. So now that some of my family members are back up in Michigan, and everything's kind of back to normal down here, and I'm back at this full time with no distractions, I did kind of want to go over a little bit of what I'm seeing in the market, at least in my area. I'm sure every area is different. I'm noticing that the market is kind of like what everything else is with like stocks and real estate and all the other investments. It's actually like overpriced right now. I'm seeing couches that normally would go for like 100 to 150 to like $500, $600, $700. I'm talking like a normal couch and maybe a chair. People are trying to get $700, $800 for, and it's just getting kind of ridiculous. They're not offering free delivery. They're not couch flipping. These are like real people that are just trying to get literal top dollar for their couch, which I commend them. If they can get it, that's great. But I'm just noticing that the market the last week or two has been a little, not only dry, I won't even say dry because there's still a lot of inventory. I just feel like it's overpriced. So we are still finding gems. We're still finding, the diamond in the rough. So like we're still getting what we need, but not in the quantity that I wish that we could. Like today, I didn't really get a whole lot, but I do have, deliveries for this week. I have a couple pickups tomorrow. So like I said, there's still inventory out there. I still got units in the garage. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 units in the garage right now. As I tape this right now, it's Wednesday night, so I still have the prime time of the week. So I still expect my first 2 weeks of the month to go pretty well, especially since, like I said, I've had family, I had some distractions, the market's kind of inflated at the moment. But it comes to the territory, and it's like I said, it's in every sector: real estate, stock market. It happens everywhere. So you just kind of got to ebb and flow, and you just kind of got to read the market as much as you can. And just remember, if you guys are doing this, do not overpay for certain inventory. You should know, rule of thumb for me is I don't want to go $200 less. I at least want to make $200 on a sale, but I would rather double my money. So if I buy something for $2, I really want to sell it for $4 at the very least. If I buy something for $3, I really trying to get that $6. But if I can't get $6, I'm not going any lower than $5. Like I at least want to make $200 per deal. But I'm really going into buying a unit by wanting to at least double my money. I triple and quadruple my money all the time, but I'm just letting you know that's kind of my rule of thumb. So right now I'm seeing a lot of really good units out there and a lot of really bad units out there that are way overpriced. And instead of giving them an insulting number, I might still ask if it's available. And then my next question is, are you firm on the price? And if they say yes, then okay, then respectfully bow out. And if they're not, then say, okay, great, I don't want to lowball you, but I can come pick this up for you right now for X amount of money. So anyways, that's just something I kind of wanted to kind of go over. I feel like it's just been a little interesting out there in the marketplace. And I'm curious to see if you guys are doing this in your markets. Let me know where you're doing this at, what town, what city, and what is your market looking like right now? Is this like a spring type of market that I'm just not used to? Or do you guys think that things are a little bit wonky at the moment? So anyways, like I said, I'm sorry my first video went over a week. I'm back at it again, so please bear with me, and I look forward to speaking to you guys later.